White villages and white sandy beaches. That's what the Costa de la Luz is known for. My name is Juan and today I'll take you to Conil de la Frontera, a place with a very special charm. Conil lies on the Atlantic coast and is about 40 minutes from the provincial capital of Cadiz. The region is well known for its endlessly long sandy beaches, and the main beach, Playa de los Bateles, is just one of many reasons why so many visitors come here every year. Nearby you will also find family-friendly beaches like Playa de la Fontanilla and the Calas de Roche, a small cliff coastline with many hidden little coves and beaches. They are quieter and more secluded, perfect for relaxing. Unusual for a Spanish town, there is no big parking rush here. Instead, there is a parallel street running along the main beach where you can simply park your car. A small comparison to the Mediterranean coastline, here you have more grainy sand or gray sand. I find sand beach more attractive to look at, but pebbles have their own advantages too. In the end, it's just a matter of taste. The water, just like on the Mediterranean coast, is crystal clear and the horizon stretches endlessly. Really beautiful. The old town or inner town itself is generally very calm and charming. There are plazas and big squares. Many people spend their day on the beach or in shady corners to avoid the heat, but in the evening Conil really comes to life. Especially here you won't find big hotel chains or high rises. Accommodation is mostly small hotels, hostels or vacation apartments. Conil itself has only about 20 to 25 inhabitants, but in the season numbers easily raise or climb up to 80 to 100,000 with all the tourists arriving during the season. From the rooftop terrace of our small hotel we had a fantastic view across the town. It was right in the center. You can get a similar view from the Torre de Guzmán, which is a medieval tower from the 14th century. Entry is completely free, but be aware the climb is quite narrow, so especially for people over 180 meters or 6.3 feet, or with a belly, or both in the worst case. It's possible but tight, especially if you're carrying a backpack additionally or any bag. Still, it's well worth it. From the top you can get a wonderful 360-degree view towards the sea, beach and the Sierranilla or the town itself. The tower was part of an old defense system against pirates, which was built by the Guzmán family. Alonso Pérez de Guzmán, also known as Guzmán de Bueno. He became famous in southern Spain, especially around Tarifa, Cadiz and Conil, so this area we are right now at, for promoting coexistence between Christians and Muslims during the early stages of Al-Andalus. He was also famous for defending Tarifa against the Almoravids, which later then forced the Reconquista, but that's another part of history. Life in Conil is generally slow, so the most famous local treasure is the atún rojo, which is red tuna, freshly caught in the region. Tapas are generally always regional, and in this area are strongly influenced by local fish, of course, but do not worry, even vegetarians or non-fish eaters will also find plenty of options. My tip, always check Google Maps reviews first. In Spain that works surprisingly well and helps you to avoid tourist traps, and in general eat where the locals eat and you won't have any problems. You can't go wrong. A quick look at history. Conil has a very long past, like many towns in the region. It was founded by the Phoenicians, basically 1000 BC. Later it came under Roman control, and you can still see this today at the Bailo Claudia, which is 40 minutes away, an old Roman fish processing site with ruins still standing. Afterwards, Conil was part of Al-Andalus, influenced by Moorish, Jewish and Christian traditions, living side by side peacefully, later broken apart by war and the radical Islam meeting the Christians in the Reconquista. The suffix de la Frontera, which means by the frontier, comes from this time under King Alfonso X. So it means off the border or by the border and refers to the shifting of frontiers between Christian and Muslim territories during the time of Reconquista. Many towns in the region carry this addition, like Jerez de la Frontera, Arcos de la Frontera, Vejer de la Frontera, and so on. All there were once border towns. The Dukes of Medina Sidonia, already mentioned, later controlled the fishing harvest and even fishing rights. To this day, even the traditional almadraba technique, which was form of tuna fishing established by the old Phoenicians, is still used up to date. Of course, a bit more perfectionized. It's an elaborate system that originally came from the Phoenicians, so it's been refined and still in use. There's even a small tuna museum about it, tiny but worth a look if you're interested in such things. If you really want to experience the town, I recommend coming in spring or autumn. Even now in early September it was still quite crowded. By late September it should usually be calmer and more relaxed. Spain depends a lot on tourism economically, so no doubt there, but personally in September or early September it was already a bit too much, or still a bit too much for me, and there's a lot of German visitors surprisingly, but yeah. When I personally travel from Germany, I actually prefer not to hear German all the time, but yeah, here we go. In Conil though, it was surprisingly a lot of them, probably because of many language schools in the area. So that's why I personally prefer quieter regions, but Conil is definitely a beautiful area. And for campers and van lifers, there's also well-equipped camping grounds. There's a lot more to see in the surroundings, excursion possibilities to the north, like here, the lighthouse of Roche with the small dramatic cliff coast I mentioned earlier and little bays, very beautiful. And yeah, to the south things also get interesting. There is the lighthouse of Trafalger, which is famous from the great naval battle and basically the namesake of Trafalgar Square in London. So the beach there is only lightly supervised by lifeguard, if not supervised at all, but the sunsets are breathtaking. You can park in Caños de Meca, which is a small village nearby, and then walk 15 to 20 minutes through the dunes and sand to the lighthouse. So there's also small bars. Caños de Meca itself has like a surfer and hippie vibe, a mix of Tarifa, Cádiz, but with its own unique charm. It's really cool, even with a little late night garage market. It really gives a laid-back feel, and if you like that kind of stuff, you can really enjoy your time there. If you like it, you will be happily spending 2 or 3 weeks in the area. Also just 20 minutes away is Vejer de la Frontera with a really nice view over the area. And yeah, if you like that all, you can happily be spending 2 weeks or 3 weeks there. From Conil you can do day trips to Tarifa, Cádiz, or 2-day trips to Seville and to the dunes between Tarifa and Conil, to Sahara de los Atunes, Playa de los Alemanes. All of them are doable in a day, except Sevilla. And yeah, it's beautiful. So anyway, I did another video on Seville. So in this case, we stayed 3-4 days in Conil. And yes, conclusion, Conil is no longer a hidden gem, but outside the main season, it still feels super authentic, relaxed, and truly simply beautiful. In the video description you will find a link to our webpage, and there I've made a small post about Conil with a lot of Google Maps references and links. You can check that out in order to not lose anything. So English is my third language, but nevertheless we do all our videos in German and English, which are my 2 second languages basically. So yeah, I hope you liked the video. We're pretty new at this stuff, so would be happy to receive your comment or even constructive feedback. We want to get better with the videos. And yeah, if you're interested in Spain and traveling to Spain and being an expert in Spain or living in Spain or moving to Spain, let us know in the comment section below. And yeah, have a great time in Conil de la Frontera. See you soon.